Hi, it's Temur from Agentics AI. Today I want to share with you a new Make.com AI agent. This is a content agent that's going to find out what's trending on Google within your niche. It will give you 3 viral content angles to choose from. Once you select one, it's going to create and edit AI images using your brand guidelines. And lastly, it's going to use GPT-5 to create platform-ready captions in your brand voice and publish them to Facebook, Instagram, LinkedIn, and your platforms of choice. The best part, you can do all of this by sending voice notes in WhatsApp. So if that sounds exciting, let's go ahead and build this thing in make.com. Let's look at this agent's configuration. So it's a visual content companion that's going to help users create, refine, and share content through WhatsApp. It will go back and forth with our users to deliver polished and trend-aware outputs. We want the style to be conversational, and when the agent is describing images, we want it to be vivid and make them easy to visualize. We want the agent to always confirm creative choices with the user and only publish content after explicit confirmation. As for the order of things, in the first step, the user gives their idea for the content. The agent summarizes it and confirms it and then moves to the next step. In the next step, it's going to search 3 trending topics tied to the user's idea. Then it's going to present and wait for the user's choice or request for more options. In the third step, after a topic is chosen, it's going to generate an initial image using OpenAI's Image 1 model. It will present it with a short explanation and ask the user again for feedback. Once the image is finalized, the agent will ask the user if it wants to publish. It will confirm the platforms and accept a caption or offer caption suggestions. And then finally, it will publish. We've also instructed this agent to never exceed 4,000 characters in any response because that is WhatsApp Business API's response limit for messaging. Coming to the tools we've given this agent, first is the search topic headlines tool. We're going to use this to search topics from Google using a service called SERP API. And we'll discuss this further in upcoming scenarios. Then we have the create and update images tool. We'll use this to create and update images as per the user's requirements. And lastly, we have the publish social media tool, which is pretty self-explanatory. Coming to the agent settings. So the model we're going to use in this agent is GPT-5. GPT-5 is amazing because it completely removes the emoji fluff and makes the responses very human-like. The maximum number of agent runs in thread history that we want to set is 10 because this gives the agent plenty of context to work with. Next, let's look at the main scenario for this agent. The way I've set this up is I'm going to look at every message coming into WhatsApp, and depending on whether it's a text message or a voice note, I'm going to route the messages one of 2 ways. In both cases, we're going to send the message to the agent that will decide what to do and send a reply to the user. The first module we have to set here is the Watch Events module by WhatsApp Business Cloud. The way we set this up is add a webhook that's going to listen to events of typed messages. Once this is set, we're then going to check whether the message is a text message or a voice note. In the case of text messages, we're going to set a filter that specifies that the message must have a text body. And we do this by mapping it like so. Text body, there we go. We're going to send the message to the content agent. An important word on thread ID, this always has to be a stable identifier. Only when it's a stable identifier will the agent be able to keep conversation history between module runs. In the case of WhatsApp, this is usually the WhatsApp ID. And we'll map the message we have to send to the agent from this module over here, like so. There we go. Once this agent produces a response, we're going to map it in the next module as the text body. As for the voice note, we're going to set a filter that specifies that the message has to be of type audio. We'll map a media ID from the first module for this voice note, like so. Then we're going to transcribe the voice note using the OpenAI GPT-4o mini transcribe model. When we get the text from the transcription, we're going to map it to the next module, again run it by the agent. We're mapping it over here. And finally, again, we're going to map the response of the agent over in this module. And a final word on the main scenario is we always have to set it up to run immediately as data arrives. And we do this over here. This way, the webhook triggers as soon as we get a new message on WhatsApp. Next, let's look at the search topic headline scenario. This is a tool that our agent is going to use when it wants to look up trending content ideas around our topic. The way we're doing this is by using SERP API's Search Google module. SERP API is a service you can sign up to for free, and they give you plenty of free credits that you can use to search Google with their API. We're simply going to input a topic here and get results. Let's do a trial run here and enter AI for car dealers. So it's going to return, I believe, up to 10 organic results. And what we want to do is iterate through each of them using the iterator module, and then combine each of the items from the iterator into a new array comprising of the title, the snippet, and snippet highlighted words. And finally, we're going to return this new array back to the agent using the return output module. A word on the inputs and outputs for the scenario. So whenever we use a tool for an AI agent, we have to map scenario inputs and outputs. So think of scenario inputs as variables that the agent will autonomously extract from the conversation and then inject into the scenario. In our case, the only input variable is topic, and that's the topic we're going to search for using Search API, SERP API. And we've mapped it right here. We only have one output as well. It's called result, and it's the array of Google search results that were returned here in the aggregator. Next, we have the create and update images tool for the agent. In this scenario, we're going to go one of two ways depending on whether the user wants to create a new image or edit an existing one. This scenario is best understood by first looking at the inputs. The first input is method, and this defines whether the user wants to create an image or update an image. The second is prompt, and this is the text prompt that we're going to give to an OpenAI LLM in order to generate or edit an image. The last is image link, and this is a Dropbox link to an image that has to be edited. As you can guess, this scenario has one output, and that's the image that's generated. And the output we're going to use is image link, and this will be a link to a Dropbox image. Let's first look at how we'll handle when the user wants to create a new image. We're going to set a filter that specifies that the method has to be create image. Next, we're going to use the generate an image module by OpenAI and pass the agent's generated prompt using GPT image 1 to create a new image. When we have a result of an image, we're going to upload that file to a Dropbox folder. Then we'll create a share link then we can send to the user. In the second case, we're going to set up a filter that defines the method as update image. We're going to use an HTTP get a file module and upload an image link as the input. Next, we're going to edit the image using edit image by OpenAI, map the file that we get from the previous module. How we want to edit it, we're going to use the prompt generated by the agent. Next, we'll upload a file to a Dropbox folder. When we have an edited image, we're going to upload it to a Dropbox folder. Once again, we'll create a share link to share with the user that we'll map in the scenario output. The last tool is publish social media. In this scenario, our agent will decide whether we want to post to Facebook, Instagram, or LinkedIn. It will then download the previously generated image through the Dropbox link, upload it to our platform of choice, create the post, and finally share the post link with us. Let's look at the inputs and outputs for this scenario. So the first three are Boolean type inputs, which will simply determine which platform we want to post to. Next, we have an image link. This is the Dropbox link to the image that we want to upload to the platform. And finally, we have the inputs for the captions for Facebook, Instagram, and LinkedIn. As for outputs, we define three outputs which share the status of the posts on Facebook, Instagram, and LinkedIn. And finally, returning these variables to the return output module in the scenario. A final word on all of the tools that our agent is going to use. We have to make sure that they're all set to run on demand and are available to the agent whenever it needs to use them. Okay guys, so the agent is complete. All the scenarios have been set up, and I've actually connected the Agentix AI socials to this agent and made a few posts and generated a few images. So it has a good idea of what I like and my brand voice and style. So let's go ahead and test it out. Benefits of voice AI agents. Okay, so the agent responded and it's giving us three trend forward angles, A, B, and C. So we have to pick one. So go with option A, 24/7 coverage and scale. And the headline should be benefits of voice AI agents. Keep three chips on the image. The visual style is the same as before, the same platforms, and the tone should be thought leadership. Okay, so we have a creative plan. We have a headline, an option for a subhead tag, chips. Okay, the icons, and we have options for captions. Let's see. I like the subhead, yes to the subhead. The chips, as I mentioned before. Icons as listed. Keep the same aspect ratio, 4:5, and choose the second option for the captions. And looks like we have a preview image. And there you'll see the agents actually describing the image. But let's go ahead and have a look. I like that. I think I'm going to go with that. Approve the image and post it to my Facebook and LinkedIn. Looks like the post is live. Let's go ahead and have a look at the Facebook post. There's our image. Perfectly structured copy. No emojis. Nice hashtags. So that was the Content AI agent, guys. If you want to implement this solution or to automate your business processes using AI, or if you need blueprints for this, for the scenarios in this agent, feel free to reach out at agentics.pk and subscribe to the channel.